Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a hot pad for the kitchen. So you can put your pots so you can put under your pots and it won't burn your tabletop. So I'm going to start by wedging, and I'm using my sponge and some water to soften the clay up. My clay was a little hard, so I added some water and I started wedging. So I'm just wedging it and making sure that I've got most of the air bubbles out. And then I'm pressing down with my palm to make sure that, or to flatten it out before I start rolling. So then I just took my rolling pin and I started flattening it out. For this project, we're not going very thin. This is a hot pad, so it needs to be resistant so it will not burn. So I'm not going very thin for this, so this thickness is about right. Then I'm taking these knitted designs, which I got from the thrift store. It was like a pack of 3 for like 50 cents. So, and it should be pretty easy to find. So I just put it on top and took a smaller rolling pin to flatten it out into the clay. I'm also going to go with the bigger rolling pin just to make sure. And when you remove it, be careful not to go very fast so you don't damage the design. So now I'm just taking a circle, any lid, container, anything that's circular that works for you or that has the size you want it. And then you can just mark it, and I'm going to take my needle tool to carve out the shape. So I'm just going to get rid of the excess and put that away. And I'm going to smooth it out with a sponge and let it dry. So I left it drying for about a day, and then I'm just going to take my needle tool to remove any little excess that I don't like. And I'm going to let it dry a little more. So I let it dry a little while longer because it was still a little moist. So I left it. You can leave it for like another day. And I'm going to paint it with this turquoise color. For any project with air dry clay, you can use acrylic paint. You can get them from any store. And it's not very difficult to find. So I'm just going to take a small paintbrush and paint it. So I sped this process up because it took about 10 to 20 minutes and it's a very long process. So I decided to, especially because I decided to go in only some areas to see how the result should be. So I'm just going in with a very thin brush and painting all of the areas I want. So you don't have to do this, you can just paint over it. And this is how it ended up looking. And then I also found this at the thrift store. It is thick coaster bottoms. And I found quite a bit of this. And also some that was a little thinner. But I decided to go with the thickest one. And I'm just going to mark with like a marker. Make sure that it's in the center where I want it. And then I'm just going to take a marker and outline where I want, how much I want. And then I'm just going to cut this out. So please, if you're liking this video so far, please like and subscribe and follow me on social media for more content like this, because it really means a lot to me. But anyways, going back into the project, I just finished cutting this out and I'm just going to stick it into the bottom of my coaster, and this is how it turned out. I hope you like this tutorial. Bye!